of those this game.
All right. Snake Gang, what do you think about the lineups? Because we see the Abaddon offline, which OG has not run this tournament, as Taiga. Hold that thought. Poison touch is there. Ori with the hook. It's going to be sidestepped though, but the Whirling Axe is coming. Fissure blocking a little bit, but the toss back up. Looks to be first blood for Aster. Only question is who gets it. It's actually Siamese Cat with the poison touch.
That's a flesh sheep though.
That is a flesh sheep. That is true. But yeah, Sheep talked about how Hector used to go the old Radiance build. We've seen, I mean, when it was actually picked, Echo Saber be a thing as well. Do you guys have a preference on any kind of item build? I mean, what is the identity of this hero in this specific game?
I think OG has very little safe and healing from their lineup against this Black Hole. So it'll be really important, I think, if he can get a good lane and get an early Aghanim Scepter timing, because that will completely nullify the Black Hole combo.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. It looks like he's queuing up some Tranquil Boots, Vlad's sort of situation.
Yeah, but he does change his mind and go right-click a lot on basics.
Heroes will just end up farming. Mid just becomes a farming matchup. But I think with this hook stealing Puck's rune and then Babuka's on the bot rune, it slows down Puck's game a lot because he needs a lot of regen and sustain to keep farming the small camp. And you can see both of their elastics are extremely high.
XXS getting jumped on by Yuragi. Nice blocks from Taiga as well. The Jingu procs, and Yuragi wanted to get the kill, but just not in range, so Taiga will clean it up instead.
Yeah, that's the result of Baboka.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Your death ennobles us all.
Let the mid player hold on to that.
Initiation onto Monet in that top lane. The counter is that poison touch from Siamese Cat, and again, we've seen it all tournament long. Is the sidestep here from Baboka, the toss back with the Ava, and Monet gets hand delivered a tasty treat.
Or he tried to TP in, but he got his TP canceled by.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dearly
build Seb is kind of popularized because of the Aftershock buff.
That's the blink reveal on said Earthshaker, and he's dead.
Yeah, and it's really hard for OG to kind of team fight into Aster. They have this is when your ally takes damage, all the way to ally in this coil.
AoE, so you just stay outside. As Seb is dead. Not even able to get off another fissure there. So Ori, another flesh heap stack.
Safe word.
Siamese Cat forced to... he's going to get stunned by the Boundless Strike, so OG do find a pick off and end up kind of getting a trade across the map. BZM close to his Blink Dagger now. He's had the... And BZM out of mana as Baboka gets off the Avalanche toss, Dismember to follow. No time for Nature's Attendance this time.
Might be Roshan, they have Vlads. They can do it if they want to force it.
Yeah, they have the numbers, 5v4. Has his Black Hole. The Malefice into the hook is there, but the instant fissure from Seb into the Echo Slam, just trying to take out this Enigma, and they do it successfully. Does have buyback. We'll see if he expended his Ori. Getting great from the high ground, thanks to Siamese Cat with the Balance Strike, keeping him in place. Monet trying to focus on Taiga himself as Ori just taking so much damage from this impetus. Taiga just rips him a new one. And of course, this would technically be a dieback for him to get bought back a little bit early. He's gonna go in, but Monet gets the Aegis, and Aster take out Seb in turn. And the triple tips.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Come get healed. Oh dear.
Verging.
Oh boy.
Get over it. That's not right.
Boca trying to save Siamese Cat. The Waning Rift comes with a coil onto 2 as Ori getting beat on by Yuragi and Taiga. So they lose their dazzle, but it's be a trade for Seb. And Monet really ready to fight as the hook connects from Ori. You can see how slow he is. Must have taken that talent at level 10 as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely out of control. Yuragi pops out Wukong's command along with his BKB, but Aster just walk outside. And they're going to attempt to TP out. Monet looks to be fine. So they found the 2 supports.
XX says he's got no TP.
Yeah. You're right, he has absolutely nothing, so he's just dead. They get a core out of it at the very least, so 3 for 1. OG find a favorable fight for the first time in...
Both Enigma and Fudge.
Monet already popping the battle trance, and Yuragi just dies.
That's disastrous. Carry v carry, complete solo kill. That is worth popping everything for on Monet.
Siamese, they're going to put down the sentry, so BZM has vision here. Gets off the Waning Rift as well, and Ori focusing on Amar for now. The BKB's already popped. Is going to use his ult along with the black hole onto 2 cores from OG, and already Yuragi is dead. Amar already pops that borrowed time, but he is surrounded. And it's only a matter of time before they can chew through him as a double kill for Monet and second Roche for Aster.
Yeah, the ATF was too late.
Abaddon is focused on and...
Wait up.
Fresh meat.
able to hit the whirling axes, but they spot Yuragi. He's going to get up the Wukong's command. Enigma's dead right off the bat, so a good start for OG, but the Dismember inside the Wukong command for Yuragi. Ori at half HP, just trying to right-click, but you can see Monet just ripping him a new one. 75 seconds of no Monkey King, and this looks to be the beginning of the end of game number 1 in favor of Aster, as they don't even need the buyback, it seems. The buyback comes out from Amar instead. The Dagon being used to full effect, but the GG's come out, just dominating in game number 1.
Yeah, they had some pretty decent lanes, but I think their first few moves were extremely good. They knew that...
Heals coming out from Aster. They talked about the mechanic of the Dawn ult into Chrono. It now works, kind of. Unlike before, that would actually stun you before you'd even land. Okay, we can see a Wraithfire Blast connect onto Siamese Cat. He's completely surrounded, and first blood for BZM. That is the mid lane tango. You're going to be very happy with us. We got the cookie to connect into the Scatter Blast as Yuragi getting chased, but XXS was the recipient of that Wraithfire Blast. In fact, the Courier will go the way of Yuragi, but he will fall. So Aster get the more valuable of the two.
Yeah, and it's going to be a pretty hard lane for Wraith King. This
is Maelstrom next. And well, as I say that, bottom lane, Yuragi, he had no ultimate queued right now. I'm not sure if he's holding the point. He does put it in finally. Will he live a second time? I don't think so. Maybe a bit of a mistake here from Yuragi. So now that cooldown for 190 seconds of no reincarnation.
Yeah, arguably more important than the death there is the fact that that's on cooldown.
Tower is under attack.
Less active than we're used to seeing, but will be a trade for the tier 1s like you said.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And attempted TP, rolling thunder, does go off just in time. So at the very least, OG do get a support kill, but again, 2 deaths on that Wraith King. That hurts big time.
Yeah,
has his Winter's Curse available. Getting to the high ground thanks to the Arctic Burn, but he's going to get jumped instead. Electric Vortex to start. He's going to get the Cold Embrace off, but they have enough magic damage, surely. The Static Remnant is the thing that finishes them off. So, a bit of a punishment here from Aster as they have a 7-2 lead, but not too much of a net worth lead. Give Ori that extra space to get away. That does require the services of most of Aster. The big Starbreaker coming in, but it's canceled. Because that's an XXS. Might want to try to re-engage here on the Taigas. The Chrono comes out onto 2 with the Mortimer's Kisses as well. They'll find the support to start. Elder Titan ult not enough to really dissuade them from continuing, as that is a double kill for Monet, and Seb looks to be next on the list for Aster. And Aster, again, just a great start to this game. And can they get more? Ori jumping Amar in the... And Monet only 200 away from Maelstrom as Yuragi spotted out, but Ori is going to find a pick-off onto Seb in the jungle. With that DD dissipating now, we'll probably go back to farm.
Okay, so that was not a farming DD, unless...
He's going to get cookied to safety. Monet not able to get anything off here as Ori looks to be just dead. The BKB pop from Amar, but there's the double man Chronosphere into the Kisses again, and the Dawnbreaker ult as well. That is one dead, but BZM able to get off his shard, and a nice curse comes out from OG, kind of resetting things. In fact, taking out XXS instead. So nice turnaround overall from OG. Now they're going to find Siamese Cat as well, the position 5 Snapfire. So despite losing Amar, OG showing some life in this game number 2.
That was excellently played by OG, but a huge by Monet. He needs to Chronosphere this Razor when he's linking the Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
Especially when he had Regen Red Bottle, he was going to be able to have perfect
The
reset.
save comes out, and again a huge swashbuckle, no mana at all, and Aegis is down just like that. OG and BZM in particular really getting big value out of this Diffusal Blade.
I hope Aster will be able to reset the
That's a huge zip though. They want to get revenge and they will. So Ori able to pick off BZM finally. Now, it's interesting to see that as a second item.
Yeah, he's just pretty much playing for the assassin build, especially with this Grove Bow. He's going to be able to one-shot any supports if they're alone on the map.
Here I am. The zip in, and here comes the combination. BZM just evaporates. My goodness. Didn't even need to Chronosphere.
Did they know Taiga was in the tower? V5 pretty easily.
Is this just a hero, especially with the Chrono having such a long cooldown, that you just kind of ignore in these Chrono engagements? They've been picking these, they've been using the Chronos a lot on these single targets at the BZM. Link Dagger, oh, they're going to stun lock the Faceless Void. Nice pickoff from OG. And Monet dead for 50 seconds.
It's a huge pick.
Fire coming out from Yuragi and the Blink Dagger to follow, but XXS gets on the BKB. Chrono onto 2, but a nice curse to try to counteract it. It's only half duration though, as the focus is now onto Amar without that BKB, and Yuragi still with that second life available to him. Dawnbreaker coming in, but XXS, he's going to take that swashbuckle damage. Gets up a nice Starbreaker into the Blink, but not able to get out this time. So 2 kills go the way of OG. And now that Roche is up, surely that is where they're going to be headed. Safety. So 4 minutes on the Aegis for OG. What can they get out of this?
OG has perfect vision right now, so they're going to be able to get really good fights onto the side of Aster.
Yuragi starting this off with the Wraith Fire onto XXS. He gets up the Starbreaker, healing him a decent amount, but Amar is there with the static link. The Hammer trying to buy himself some distance, but he just gets bursted down with this right click from Amar, and the Ultra Swashbuckle slows him down, and in the base they go. Amar gets the kill, and now they're going to turn this around to potentially the Void, but he gets up the Time Walker.
Precious bounty. Here I am. Illusion.
He is still Baboka. Not online for another 15 seconds. There's the Aghanim Scepter. That's a lot of damage. And the end of the Aegis, but Yuragi and company not going to be too upset about that. It was expiring relatively soon. Monet looking for a potential Chrono, but it's up reverse time walking instead. Definitely not going to use it on the Wraith King. Oh, the bash actually connects onto XXS. Kind of stuck in a weird spot here as Monet jumps in looking for a potential Chronosphere target. And it's going to be a wasted BKB just in a defensive measure from Aster's side, as OG still not looking to get out of the base. Amar Not doing that much damage to this building, but he's continuing to try.
They've got Mortimers now. I think they're going to let him go.
Yeah, we have the Electric Vortex. There's the Mortimer's Kisses with the Chronosphere on top. Did she get Ori? Not quite in the Chrono. I thought he got something for a moment, but you can see the disarm coming out as Void in a lot of trouble, has to time walk out and not getting any damage out at all. XXS getting static link with the bar. A little bit of right-click action as the mid lane of Rax is dead, and a jump in from Uragi. 2 dead for Aster, as OG looking very good right now. Ori with absolutely no mana, and even a Dawnbreaker comes in and gets bashed right off the bat. Triple kill for Amar, as GG is called. OG tie it up 1-1.
It's level 3 timing. You just go a bunch of mana regen and spam out the spin for harass instead.
Yeah, BZM getting pursued by Ori. Gets the heavenly jump up here. BZM. Oh my goodness. Okay. Even after popping the Fairy Fire, Ori just... BZM. I mean, despite that death, he is out CSing the Zeus right now. As Taiga bot lane, it's off the snowball. Time dilation is there as well, slowing him along with Amar. They both have to be kind of careful here. Taiga's the one that falls, so Aster 2-0 lead to start the game.
Yeah, Aster's laning stages right now is excellent. They have complete lane control in bottom lane, and it's real.
Yep, Zeus ult is close.
Just one more
Siamese Cat is getting pursued now as well. Monet, though, he has to be a little bit careful. His time walk not quite available. And there's the Thunder God's Wrath from Ori, taking out Amar. And Taiga
gets a bash.
Looks like he'll find a kill for himself, but Monet will get the trade again. Nicely played from Aster. Good communication as well. Waning Rift in the mid lane with the coil expended from BZM leads to a pickoff onto Baboka.
This is huge. Baboka was able to tank the death for my guy.
Be a bit careful here.
Damage.
Yeah, but he has some backup in the form of Seb and company. The entirety of OG seemingly is here, trying to keep their carry alive, and they'll do so. Now XXS in his regular Panda form looks to be very dead.
Yeah, that was a really nice play from OG. Uragi diving like that, using the spin, forcing the Soul Ring into ult, so he's going to be really low when he comes out of the ult.
Down is my pride. I foresaw your death the moment you were born.
It up pretty swiftly, but he is surrounded now as the bash comes in from Monet, and another kill goes the way of Aster.
Dire's top
Taiga
tower is under attack.
running on the other side of the lane now.
Radiant's bottom tower
No, BZM
Gonna try to go high ground, but the curse comes out, impaled to follow, and XXS and company. Thunderclap does get dodged by the snowball. Feels like just a matter of time before they bring down this Tusk, although he's creating a little bit of space now.
Dire's
Yeah,
Decent ice shards.
OG got the big tower during this. This is a lot of space.
He gets the punch up as well. Taiga does finally fall. That feels like it took about 15 seconds too long for Aster's take.
Something like that. What's going on with this?
It's just so good versus Aster's heroes. All 5 heroes requires to get their spells off, and most of them don't even want to buy BKB. So this Orchid will come in very clutch if they're able to find the enemy heroes.
Yeah, we got the Waning Rift, the silence onto the Wyvern, so no curse to come. Taiga can come to get a free pick off, but it's going to be at the trade of Taiga himself, as Monet is here to clean things up. And he is about 1,000 away from finishing Maelstrom on the Faceless Void.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, but now the XXS has his Primal Split back up. See if they'll need it to take this tower. As Seb continuing to kind of annoy here.
Yeah, they need to kill him. He is just holding this tower.
They're going to commit for him,
They get jumped now and surrounded, and he's literally just stuck in place as the bashes come out, and Baboka, credit for that one, and likely the tier 1 towers next.
It's being so annoying cutting the wave with the creep too, just dragging it away.
Or he still showed up to see if they can actually kill him. Spencer's Blast does a lot of damage, pops the wand, but Baboka's here. Very slow motion Vendetta, but it is enough for the kill.
back to Snae's point about Ori and the way that he's building.
Undergod's Wrath is there. He's going to get stunned on the slash, but there's the Cold Embrace for the save. Monet, not wanting to use the Chrono, but he's going to use it on his teammate and try to focus on the Enchantress. They can't right-click at all. So the Brewmaster dies before the split, and Monet has to try to time walk to safety. He's getting pursued now by Amar. He's taking heavy damage. Baboka looking for the Impale. He'll get it onto Amar, but he's going to get crushed. Cold Embrace comes and be taken out eventually. Obviously there, Amar did die in that engagement, so it is a 2-for-1.
Huge blunder by the Wyvern there. He could have just cursed and
Data, Spike Carapace is there with the Impale. Amar's already at half HP, and now Monet trying to focus on him, but the BKB comes out from Amar, getting out the static link as well. He's getting really low, has to walk to the other side though. And now Monet, with the time walk, reverses back to try to finish off Taiga instead and save Ori in the process. So they get the support in Taiga and Amar, but Ori gets deleted by BZM seemingly everywhere on this puck. Now Seb is going to take some right-click action from Monet. That's a double kill for XXS. And we'll see if that's enough for Aster going to the pit, but they actually found Uragi with this Tornado and the Curse to try to counteract. He's going to get bursted. It's not quite enough for the kill. Blizzard Blast does come in, as Seb is still the one getting focus of all these heroes, and the Primal Split is used to take him out very effectively. Cold Embrace now, but the Chronosphere saving him for now as it's on 3 heroes. Can they get Uragi inside? He's getting bashed repeatedly. So Aster coming out on top of this fight so far, but the snowball coming in from Taiga. At the very least, they will get Siamese Cat, so no more Cold Embraces to come. Taiga slowed to a crawl, finally will drop. And Amar, time walk in from Monet, as BZM still in the pit. He's going to get another Waning Rift off, but he's going to get bashed. He has to be careful. Double bash, in fact. Gets off the phase shift, not able to time the lightning bolt correctly as BZM to the high ground. Looks like he will finally get away. But again, XXS is not done chasing. Amar, that's who he has in his sights, and Monet and company will get safe here, despite having the Aegis. Obviously no reinforcements at all at the moment.
Yeah, he's playing alone up there actually. He was bluffing, and Aster did not call his bluff.
you think they're gonna call Seb up in this one?
We'll see. Nimbus is there. Yeah, wow. All right, well, that's a lot of damage. Monet, he's gonna pop the BKB, trying to bait them into this Chronosphere. He's gonna kill Taiga as a result. BZM looks to be fine though, so 2 supports dead for OG. And this is gonna save here, despite having the Aegis. Obviously no reinforcements at all at the moment.
Yeah, he's playing alone up there actually. He was bluffing, and Aster did not call his bluff.
You think they're gonna call Seb up in this one?
We'll see. Nimbus is there. Yeah, wow. All right, well, that's a lot of damage. Monet, he's gonna pop the BKB, trying to bait them into this Chronosphere. He's gonna kill Taiga as a result. BZM looks to be fine though, so 2 supports dead for OG. And this is gonna kind of chip away at the result. Now the save onto Ori to keep him alive for the time being. And the ult comes out from Siamese Cat as well as the puck. Very low on HP. He's going to drop it. It turns into a triple kill from Monet. Huge turnaround from Aster as Uragi able to get that Omni Slash out. But like you said, there is the Cold Embrace again. Monet pops the BKB, gets a lot of his HP back, and now turning his sights to Uragi. That is death number 1. The Aegis is down as Amar is trying to save his teammate, but another Bruise Split comes and another Chrono actually. Monet just came off cooldown, gets off that, gets a nice kill there, and now onto Ryagi they go. And he's completely surrounded here, and he's going to be brought down, so a full team.
BZM is under the vision of Aster. They're trying to pick him up. They know this gem is very valuable.
And we'll see if they're able to pick him off, but BZM keeping his distance now. And saw the power of Siamese Cat. I mean, his saves are kind of out of control here. As we're going to see a coil. That's going to be the death of Baboka to start this fight. Snowball kind of delaying things. Taiga's able to link out to safety, but not able to get the Chrono off. As the Nimbus comes in and BZM might be caught out. He's going to get stunned right off the bat. Another right click will do it. He's going to get off his orb, but he's dead, and a gem drops. Big kill for Aster. Now Enchantress looks to be, they're just going to lift him up and ignore him. Like, God, I'm so sick of this Enchantress. Big mana bar on Uragi, though. And he's going to get chronoed, and he's going to be brought down. 90 seconds of no jug. But again, that's going to align pretty nicely with this second Roche. So we'll see what Aster can get with these 2 cores dead.
Yeah, it just...
Uragi should have enough time to contest if they scout this out and go for it right away, because like you said, they don't have the fastest Roche capability on Aster's side, but they do have a disgusting Roche pit fight combination.
And Seb, all of their
Heroes basically in the jump onto Seb. He's dead. Does have buyback though.
Yeah.
And Monet with that Mjolnir. Gonna go back in the pit and try.
Around. Beyond. What ingratitude.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's just a little snow.
Care about that.
Right now, Aster's backline it really needs to be saved.
They want Seb. They're actually going to use the Primal Split, and there's the Void Spirit coming out as well. Seb, he's dead inside the Nimbus. 70 seconds of no Enchantress.
That's a nice.
Still, Monet, he has his Chrono. He's going to use it on Yuragi. Where is he? Where was he to begin this fight? He's going to got the Omni Slash at the last moment, though, to try to stay alive, but it's more of a defensive measure than anything else, as two are dead for OG, and Yuragi getting chased. But he will get his blink off with the Blade Fury. Amar inside this Nimbus has to BKB, and again, they're not going to be able to jump him completely, obviously, without this Chronosphere. The fact that he lived through that was pretty damn impressive. But this is going to be a set of racks for Aster. As Yuragi's coming in from the backside. He's going to get the blink and the Blade Fury, focusing on Ori. He's not going to be able to live through this. Nicely done from OG. Statically coming out from Amar, gets lifted into the air. He's almost split to himself, it looks like, inside the Nimbus as well. He's going to pop a BKB of his own. Do they have enough to rip through him? It doesn't look like. On the other side of the fight, the deletion of Siamese Cat is huge, but the Chronosphere coming out onto Yuragi with the first damage from the Zeus. Is it enough? Yes, but the buyback comes out from Yuragi now. And Seb, they're still trying to go on top of him, but the instant sheep from Amar. Can they turn this around onto the Faceless Void? Monet gets the time walk off. Indeed, and Taiga actually positions himself poorly because of the snowball, but there, the buyback from Yuragi coming to fruition now as the Blade Fury is ripping through this void. Buyback though, two of them from Aster. And it's another 5v4 in favor of OG, but they lose the puck and he buys back now. And Amar gets off another sheep, this time onto Ori. Finally pops that BKB, but another Primal Split comes out as Amar attempting to TP out. The bash, not there. Here, but the Impale coming out onto Taiga in the river. Don't think they can save him, so now it's a 4v4. Surely there's no buybacks available. I guess there's one on the Ench and Brew for now. As the next Roach is up, but Seb inside this Nimbus is going to get the spin help from Yuragi. But it looks like Seb will eventually fall. Finally, double kill from Monet. Took them that long. He was initiated on in this. Could have, but then again, you are playing against an Ench with creeps. Oh, but the jump onto Amar. There's the Chronosphere, but that is a dead Wyvern to start us out. It is a decent Chronosphere on the two. The Nimbus doing a lot of damage, but you can see Amar buying back into the game. The Faceless Void, Ori. Oh my god, he gets the Chronosphere off just at the last moment, and Monet, he'll find one. Trying to focus now onto Seb. That's going to be essentially a dieback for him. Blade Fury coming in from Yuragi, but now kind of trying to retreat as BZM very low on mana himself, and OG outnumbered. XXS, he gets off his Primal Split again thanks to the refresher now. Check us out the damage onto Yuragi. And the sheep coming out from Amar to try to focus down this Poisonous Void instead, but it looks like Yuragi might be falling. He does die. 3 dead in favor of Aster, but it's going to be a trade for the Nyx Assassin. Amar, he's going to be spotted. He just bought back a dieback for the Razor now. So Aster, a 3 versus 1. You're in the area. Ori has to pop his BKB just to survive through BZM. Taiga, he actually pops his BKB, but he's trying to slow this down as much as possible. You can see Ori getting completely focused down, and he's dead to BZM's right click. But The complete target here from Aster is the buildings.
He's trying to kill
Tier 4 towers are dead, and now they go for the throne. BZM living on a sliver of HP. Finally, the Primal Split comes out. The GGs come out. Aster secure themselves top 3. OG eliminated from the Arlington Major.